Recording commenced. Reticulating splines. You know that one? It's from SimCity.
It's the stuff Claude writes when doing some stuff.
Take the helm.
Okay.
Can spare us the video. Good.
All right.
I think Shiva Rajanai made a branch,
Mm-hmm.
but the repo is, of course, rxRust. We forked it on molybdenum software.
Mm-hmm.
That should do it. You probably want to set up a .env here with our mob timer room. And either a Rust toolchain from Nix packages or Rust up.
I got it.
So you probably want to remove the use Nix from the .env.
Mm-hmm.
It seems that it's non-fatal, maybe because of the order of things there.
And which branch?
Maybe catch error. Yeah. And mob start. We already made the PR from the base of this branch.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going on there with unclean things. You have some unclean things. Don't do what it suggests. Make sure that, yep. No, don't do that. No, none of this. I mean, you have unclean things, right? Like your work tree is not clean.
Okay.
So I would ignore I ignore these in my global. You can ignore these some other way.
Yep.
It's .git info exclude.
Cool.
Looks good. Now implement catch error. We made a test under something like integration. There's a file called integration. Yeah, we said there's a factory called throw air, and then we go and catch that, and we map it to format a string, using that original error value. And then we subscribe, and in the subscribe, we do this push into this RC vec, and then we assert. That this is the pattern in how they do these tests.
Okay.
And then we do the same for local context. I think that's important because context implementations may be different or something. I don't know. So I don't know if we need more tests, other tests. We should probably take a look at some other operators. Maybe operators that we would imagine to be similar and to have, to be better to look at than others.
I
What I can
mean,
say about
probably
this
test
catch
how they
error,
behave on error, like I don't know, like zip if you combine two um, observables and see how errors behave.
can you bring the microphone closer?
Not exactly, but I'll speak louder.
Okay.
Now, okay?
Uh, I'm skeptical that you can like remember to speak louder and that you even want to do that.
Okay. Um,
But I turned it up as
I
well
can
here
get
on my side.
headphones.
Oh, headphones is great. Like, please do that every time.
Mhm. Mhm.
So it's not your Fairbuds XL and not your Fairbuds. It's this Open Run.
Yeah.
Did you- It's not open hardware or open source in any way, is it? It's called Open Run.
Yeah, because it's not, it doesn't cover your ears.
Yeah. But that's
Uh,
what you got anyway, out of all the options. You got the one that says open.
Fair enough. Can you hear me though?
Um, yes. Bring up the gain. Bring it up. It's 100%. 100% is probably
What
fine.
about now?
It's pretty
Oh
much
no,
the
that's the
same.
output recording. 1, 2.
Yeah, sounds good.
But is it the same?
The-
Where do I configure this?
Oh, well, it does sound different. Maybe they just a moment. Someone's at the door. Okay.
And the 1, 2. Now it should be using the headset mic.
Yes, you must have reloaded the page.
Yep. Hear me okay?
Okay, good. Yes, it's good.
Good. Okay.
Should probably keep the rotation alive. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. So where do we go?
similar operators.
Would you
For
like
what it's worth, one thing I can say about this operator is that it consumes an observable and returns an observable.
Mhm.
There are many of those.
Would you like to look at some tests or some implementations?
Um, Look, integration tests are like, I would like, because I suspect that there are tests, there are unit tests for operators as well. Yeah, so let's take a look at some operators. Yeah, ops. Let's look at delay. That one should be super. Actually, I don't know if it's simple, but how about we look at map? That's like the simplest one, maybe. Okay, that's
Maybe.
okay. Struct map of S and F. Two fields. Source is S. Okay, you know what source is, right? It's the consumed observable,
Mhm. Yeah.
and func would be the provided mapping function.
Mhm.
Map observer, wrapper for transforming values. This observer wraps another observer and applies a transformation function to each value before passing it to the wrapped observer. So why is there both a map and a map observer, right? It's a good question to ask.
Yes. Um,
Okay,
so-
that's fine. Maybe this has to do with context, but we will see. The If we just keep reading, we will understand.
okay.
Config not feature nightly, impl O, F, item, out, air, observer, of, item and air for map observer, where O is observer, out and air. What's out? Oh,
The return value of the function.
and F is the fn mute, takes an item. Aha. Okay. Um, O is observer of out. So there's item and there's out. What's the difference between item and out?
Uh, I think the item is the input.
In. Yeah. Item is in. So why are we implementing this for observer of item?
We're implementing observer for map observer.
Why are we implementing observer of item of in for map observer? Because it's observer, not observable. Ah, there's an observer associated with this implementation, not that's not an observable. Okay, sorry. Sharing. Did you notice it, or it was only I that and shared?
I wasn't confused by I mean,
You were
I
not.
didn't,
Okay.
I, I, hmm. It's weird. How can I explain it? I wasn't
You were not
confused because
confused.
I didn't get that deep into thinking about it. Just listen to you.
Okay, that's fine. Switch catch error. Do I have a dot env C here? No, I don't. Start, that's fine. But I do need a dot env C, so let's like let's do the same trick. Copy conveyor belt env C here. And yeah. I think I need to use Nix p rxRust, something like that. And allow. I'm so happy with myself. You see this? It says here headphones. That's what I did yesterday.
Nice one.
It used to say like the full description of the device and was very annoying. So I did mapping. I used the mapping feature.
Mm-hmm.
If it's this blah 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 long thing, just say headphones.
Mm-hmm. Very
Okay.
good.
Thanks. Okay. Rust up probably means that I have all the things here. So we were in map, right? Ops map. Yeah. Okay, so this is an observer, because I think a transformation operator such as this needs to, on one hand, observe the incoming, right? Observe the consumed observable, and then provide and return like a new observable. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here's an implementation of observer.
Yep.
So obviously this will be an item and not out. For map observer of O, and O is the input observer. Observe,
The
don't know.
output
O.
output observer.
Observer.
Huh.
Right. Yeah, because what happens when an observable is subscribed to is that the observer, like let's say the observer is a function, right? It's just a closure, right? You go subscribe and you pass a closure, right?
Okay.
That's there's probably a blanket implementation of observer for closure, right?
Maybe. I don't know.
So okay, let's just assume that,
Yeah. Okay.
and there will be just like there's a chain of observables that are kind of consuming each other, right? It goes both ways, and there's like a chain of observers, right? It's the same chain
Yeah.
basically, right? On each side there's observer and observable.
Yep.
Okay, and here's what you need for an observer. You need the next call.
Yep.
Should be very simple, right? It's just so it takes ref mute self, which has these, right? The observer, like the consumed of the next observer kind of, right?
Yep.
The inner observer and the function in this case because it's a map. So next is the pull operation. Pull push. No, it's a push. Next is a push operation coming
Yep.
from the producer of the observable, right? The producer of the observable, or like in this case, the inner observable will, call next. Does that make sense? Like this
Observer.
one,
That's an
right?
observer.
Sorry, the inner observer will call next on this.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. The inner observer will
Mm,
call next, and that calls the other
no, 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 no,
observers
no,
next.
no, no, no. I don't think that's a correct correction. No, it's the observable that calls next.
Oh,
This is push
right. Correct. Yeah,
push.
the observable calls next on the observer.
Yeah, and in this case, in this implementation, oh, let me just do a mob t open. Okay. Oh, I never bothered to start the timer. In this case, it's a trivial operator, self observer, right? The inner. Let's pass this on,
Yeah.
but we do the transformation. In this case, it's simply taking the value and passing it through our function that we keep.
Yes, ours will be very similar, except error will be handled differently. Instead of calling error, it will call next.
Actually, so catch maybe, but just to make sure that we're on the same page about the API of catch error,
Yeah.
it it m- it
Does it make a result?
it maps the error value into an observable.
Yeah, so it's got to be a result then. Observable of result of.
No, 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 not
No?
result,
Then,
not result. Here,
oh, you do give it a function?
catch. No, no. You give it a function. Well,
Okay,
here it
got
is.
it.
I mean,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah,
this
my bad.
thing,
Yeah, it just maps it into the value type. Maps
it
the error
maps it
type
into
into
an
the value type.
observable. Look, right?
Hmm. Oh,
So yeah,
it maps it into an
an
observable?
observable. Yes,
Why?
because it's this is the complete feature.
Hmm.
Like mapping it into a value would still result in okay, the observable is ended because it'll never emit again if you map it into a just a value.
Is that part of the specification that if you get an error, the observable is completed and there will not be any more values?
Yes, but
So it's not
that's what
possible to add more than one value? Error, sorry. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, that makes sense. So you wanna, so when an error comes, you basically wanna replace the original observable with this new one.
s- sorry, I think I understood too soon. I don't know that there will only that and I mean I don't know, like theoretically an observable can call error any number of times, right? Like this is technically this is the signature. It's
Mm-hmm.
similar to next, right? So just call error, that's fine. But that's kind of beside the point.
Well,
The point
it
is
does consume stuff, doesn't it?
we're
No,
not mapping error values into values.
yeah,
We're mapping a single error value into another observable. Like from
yep,
now on, it's this observable. That's it.
yep,
And I did
okay.
not make this up. This is in their catch error, this missing features document that says map error exists, but catch error switch to new observable on error is missing.
Okay, okay, yeah, makes sense. Um, does it work similarly in rxJS?
I don't remember. I would expect it
Yes,
to.
probably. Okay, okay. Sharon, Sharon, Sharon. Okay, so we read this, and What about? Oh, this is almost the same, except instead
Well,
of and
I didn't quite feel that I read all of it. I read next.
no, right. Yeah. So next calls next with the function applied to B.
Yes.
Error calls error. Complete
Notice that.
calls.
Notice actually. Let's look at something. I think it's very interesting that error takes self by value.
Yep. So
So
it consumes.
there cannot be any more errors. This is the nice thing about Rust, right? That
Yep.
it can
Linear
express
types
these things.
doing the thing. You can track resource usage protocols like I don't know, file open and close. So you can't write into a closed file and can't.
I think that's like a bad example. Like you can, but that's not how the standard library works. In that case.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's an oversight. It should be that you consume a file
Hmm.
on close and you can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
But they just did
Maybe
a
there is an
straight.
API such as this, but I think the standard library kind of just imitates the
Uh,
platform or
for
something.
yeah, probably. Yeah, it's just a C API. Just yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a
Hmm.
library like that because network library. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, tangent.
Complete consumes self and passes on that call.
Yep.
Is closed. I never heard of such a thing, but apparently you can do that. Just a chain of is closed calls.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Uh, that's weird because if a reference exists, it means these have not been called,
Yes.
which means the only reasonable implementation for is closed at the bottom is
Mm.
return true because you can't call it when it's false. It's supposed to be false.
I, I don't know what is closed is though. Can I like point at this and see what its docs are for it? No,
Nope. Probably need to check out this.
your Rust analyzer doesn't work.
Oh no, Rust Analyzer, what's wrong with you?
Well, you don't have the executable.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Raw dogging it.
Why?
What?
Like you have better alternative than to do such mutable things to your system.
uh, yeah, yeah, probably.
Are you using Rust up or what? How do you get
No,
your
this,
toolchain here?
well, usually I have a flake for all my projects, but when I don't, there's this.
Well, you can like an immediate better thing to do is, if you don't mind me saying,
Go ahead.
adding this package to the .env
Hmm, show me.
use Nix with the P flag, Rust Analyzer. Right. If you want all the toolchain, yes. Rust C, Cargo, Rust Analyzer, probably Rust Firmt. It was Rust. Uh,
It was good. It was good.
it was Rust Analyzer that you've profile installed, not Rust C.
Uh,
And now you need to restart your editor and Allow.
Okay.
Sometimes in Rust projects that like declare their own toolchain, which I don't see here, by the way. I don't see a Rust toolchain file. I think Rust toolchain can be in either a file or in or maybe in Cargo Toml. Is there like a toolchain something here? No. Yeah.
There's an addition. I mean, that's already something.
Mm. Yeah. Well, the this project does not declare its toolchain, its Rust toolchain. So,
No.
but when a project does, I think it's reasonable to use Rust up, even
Yeah,
even
okay.
on
Yeah,
these.
if there's tooling, sure, that's reasonable.
All right. So we have Rust Analyzer, and you can show us the
Oh,
what?
Clippy. Oh,
Sorry. Oh, Clippy.
Clippy,
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Clippy.
totally. It's like 5 things. Should we
There you
contribute
go.
to Nix packages a package that says that's called Rust-toolchain? That it's just literally just all of these.
Rustend. Is there a convention? Because Studenv it is, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, not sure what the policy is on this. I just no. Right. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
it should work with pointation. Is closed.
Cool.
Checks if the observer is closed.
Hmm. This is primarily used by sources like from iter to determine if they should stop emitting values early, e.g. due to a take operator. Returns true if the observer is closed and will not accept more values. If the observer is closed, the observer is closed and will not accept more values. I don't know. I need to like think about this more. If this does not really compute for me.
Okay.
What next are we looking at? Impl observer.
Yeah, I
That's what
think
we
we can
looked at,
ignore
right?
this because this is the same except it's not nightly and this is
Ah, ah.
nightly.
It's
And
it's
the
it's
difference
nightly and it
is,
has a different trait bound.
yes, this one, right?
Um, and also the F. I don't even understand what it says.
Uh,
What is like stuff is omitted there? Like what is that? Where's the return type of the function of the fn mute? It's without a return. It's an fn mute without that returns no units.
that's weird.
Yeah, multiple implementations are a thing, right? In Rust. So
Yeah, I mean, but these are mutually exclusive. This is not nightly and this is nightly.
mm-hmm. uh, they're not mutually exclusive. They are coexisting. I mean, other than the fact that one is available only on nightly for some reason, right?
And the other is only available on not nightly, so they're kind of mutually exclusive.
Okay. Yeah.
This is
But I
not
don't know that other than right. This is artificial. I don't know that they cannot coexist.
okay.
No, what I do notice is that line 68.
Forgot to start. Uh, lines. Why this happened?
Because you were on some other branch, maybe. Find catch. What is this this map? Same file.
Yeah, yeah, it's mapped now. It's just formatted differently. Okay, I think we should probably just look at one of them. Maybe the not nightly,
Yep.
because we're not using nightly.
Okay. Yeah, and we did. So let's move on to impl sf out observable type for map. So map is what the map operator um, returns, but
Re
wrapped in a context struct
yeah,
of, of S. So S is source and F is the function of the mapping, where S is observable type as well. And F is this for lifetime A, FN mute that receives an S item of lifetime A and returns an out item, which makes
okay.
sense. Associated type item of lifetime A is out. Does that make sense to you?
A source associated lifetime of
Associated
item.
type.
Associated type.
Yeah, when I see type item, I see the
Oh
type
yeah.
keyword there
Yeah, that's type. This is an associated type, and it's associated with, I
with
guess,
the this
with the
implementation
observable
of
type.
observable type.
Okay, got it.
So and
It's the
it's
same as out.
yeah, it is the item of the observable.
Mm-hmm. And self refers to
The
uh
implementor.
the implementor type because it's a capital
Yeah.
self. Okay, so that's map,
Yes.
and
It's
it's
map
also
of S and
highlighted.
F.
Map of S and F. Yeah.
Yeah.
And however, it also says it has the same lifetime as the output item.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay.
It yeah. Type air, associated type air, is the same as air. So it does not change. Right? It does not map change the source error type in any way. In our case, catch error will, right, change the associated error type.
Yeah. Will it?
Yep, it'll change it to infallible.
That's correct.
Wait, no, it will change it to whatever the provided observables, right? Because
That is
it's not mapped to a value. It's not mapped to
corrector.
an observable.
That is more corrector.
Yeah. Now I was in the model of mapping to value for a moment. No, okay. Next block, what do we have? Oh, we have a nightly one. Okay,
It's the same as this, but nightly. Yeah.
right. It's the case where function does not return, it returns units. Okay, okay. So now impl source function. What is C? Context. Ah, this one has to do with context now. So something to note is that until now we did not see context when mapping
Yep.
observer, right? When implementing observer. What did we read so far? Implementation of observer and
Observer and
observable type.
observer.
And we did not notice context yet. So observer and
No.
observable type don't mention context. And core observable mentions all of these types and context. And it is generic on context. The core observable trait is generic on context.
Hmm.
So impl s, source, function, context, and out, core observable of context for map of source and function. So it's both traits, both core observable type and core observable are implemented for map.
Yep.
For the type that is returned from the operator.
Yeah.
C is context. S is the source observable, core observable. In this case, S is bound by core observable
Mm-hmm.
as well. And it's generic on context
C. Context, yeah. And
with.
inner, no, context and F.
And what?
F,
F?
I guess.
Okay. And so the core, this trait bound is nested, right? Like we say core observable, and then we look, we extract the width. Width is an associated type of context trait. Sharing. Shared. Let me open another one of these for the other screen. Core observable.
Mm-hmm.
This width is an associated type of context because this is C and C is context.
Yep.
And that associated type is also generic.
Yeah.
And here we make the relationship between the context of, our context, right? Context of this implementation and the context of the source core observable.
Yeah.
And also the relationship between this implementation of core observable for map and this type, the observer.
Yeah.
So the relationship between the observable and the observer is done through this core observable implementation. That's complex, isn't it?
Yeah, a bit.
But as long as we have examples, we should be able to do our implementation. And this is, of course, generic as well. So context has two associated types, with and inner.
Yeah. Um, inner is not
Sorry, just a
parametric.
moment. Sorry,
No worries,
I'm
man.
back. Where were we? Were you saying something?
Um, Inner is not parametric.
Yeah, that's where the madness stops.
Hmm.
Okay, so I mean, whatever. F is the same is that same function, right? Um,
Yeah,
it,
except it's an existential type.
existential. What's
It
existential?
it means it's parametric on that lifetime, right?
Right. Previously,
But
we didn't see a lifetime.
but uh,
Mm.
nothing else can depend on this lifetime. So the other, uh, I mean, exam for example, function subscribed can't refer to that lifetime.
What is function subscribe? Oh,
Uh,
this.
yeah, yeah. Or if there were another was another function here, you couldn't refer to that lifetime because
Well, that
it's
makes sense to me because syntactically this is the scope in which this is declared. This A
yeah,
is declared here, so the only place it's referenced is right there, and that's it.
yeah, yeah. That's true as well. But for trying to parse what that for means, it's got to be existential. But I'm I'm not sure how to explain it or even how it works in Rust.
To me,
But
it's
I
just
have, yeah, it's just like a feeling I have that it's something to do with existential types, which means it it's a lifetime, but it may well be any lifetime, and you can't do anything with the knowledge that that is a given lifetime. Anyway, we were here. Four.
yeah.
Iteration within trait implementation, higher ranked trait bounds. Here we go. Higher ranked trait bounds. That sounds interesting.
I'm skeptical. What does it have to do with iteration? No, hold on. What?
Uh, it's either or, like iteration within. If it's for in, then it's iteration.
Okay, it doesn't
If it's
know.
excited,
It's general keyword docs.
yes,
It
it's
doesn't know the
general.
context.
Yeah, but it listed the thing that we're interested in. Higher ranked trait
Right.
bounds for A.
Yeah.
Trait bounds may be higher ranked over lifetimes. Specify a bound that is true for all lifetimes. Eh,
Hmm.
oh, okay. I think I get this. So this doesn't mean that it means that it doesn't just have to work with a given lifetime, but it has to work with all lifetimes.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, that's what it says here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Getting back to this,
There's an associated type unsub.
which is the unsub of the core observable.
No, no, the source core
Source
observable.
core observable. Okay.
Yeah, and a function subscribe, because so this is the thing that provides the function subscribe, core observable,
Mm-hmm.
and it consumes self and consumes the context
Yep.
and returns a self unsub. And in this case, this is where we construct the map struct, giving it the source. Where does source come from? No. This is pattern matching. Sorry. The font is a bit small for me.
Yeah.
This is pattern matching on self that already is a map. So we get the source and the func fields. And then let wrapped equals context transform. So context has a default implementation for transform. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Is that right? No. Not default implementation. No, the context, the concrete, because C is a context or
Yeah. Yeah.
the context.
It's there the
It is
shared or
expected to
local.
have, but whether it's shared or local, it'll have this method. And this method for what? What does it do?
Mm.
Transform the inner value functor map, inheriting the scheduler, used inside operators to wrap observers. So for some reason, or maybe for safety, or maybe for safety and convenience, especially for the inheritance of the scheduler is part of the context, right?
Yeah.
So there is this method that is used in all
No,
mapping
no, you need
operators.
to do this because this is what gives you the self width, right?
I can imagine this can be done without this helper. It would just be done very manually.
Oh, okay.
So it takes a function once that consumes the inner of the self and returns a U. In this case, U is a map observer.
Yeah, because it's yeah.
So we construct that map observer, and the observer of that map observer is the observer given to us by the current context, right?
Uh,
That's where context comes from. Some subscribe,
yeah.
and we call transform, and then we get the observer, and it's been basically torn out of the current context, and we return a new context, right? Or
Uh,
not context.
in return, no. This gives a answer.
Not subscribe. What is wrapped?
Oh, wrapped. That's a context with a map observer. Context with a
Yeah.
map observer. Yeah.
So transform is how we transform from one. This genericism over context creates this complexity, and to kind of help with it, there's this transform method.
Right.
Okay. And then what do we do? Is because since this is subscribe. Oh, so notice that it is this transformation from one context to another is lazy. It happens only on subscribe.
Hmm.
Right just before subscribe, all this happens. All of this
Mhm.
entire chain of transform. And then we call source subscribe. And this the subscriber is wrapped. Why is it wrapped? Because it's an observer. That was not phrased well.
Okay.
The construction of a new context with a new observer is deferred to the subscribe call, and then the whole chain occurs, which I'm fine with. Next block.
This is an observer
It's a context
context with
that
observer,
wraps an observer.
and this is an observable.
It's an observable. That's why we subscribe to it with an observer.
Yep. Okay. That's it.
Good. That's so it's like what, 3 trait implementations here?
Yeah, we've got well, two types, right? Two structs. We've got our struct map. We've got our map observer. We've got trait implementation for observer, observable type, core observable.
Cool. Let's do it.
Okay.
Error.
It's weird because oh yeah. Okay. Okay.
How's your timer going?
It's
Can you scroll to
over.
the bottom of this and like enable the audio or something?
It is enabled. I don't know why I
Oh,
didn't hear it.
hmm,
The last time it worked and I heard mob,
cool.
but now it didn't work. I don't know. Oh yeah, I know why. Because I didn't start. Anyway, here you go. Over to you.
Shared. Okay.
Uh,
Map.
First of
Blah blah
all,
blah.
yes,
I don't think
sure.
that this is anywhere. I think we need to do like source ops.rs and do something like pub mod catch error.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe there's like some kind of a pub use, pub use catch error everything. Remove the whole unused import.
Because it's got the same name.
As what?
So map from inside the catcher
Oh,
is yeah.
okay. Okay. Yeah, that's
You
silly.
need to
Okay.
rename the stuff. Yeah.
Of course. Okay. All right. So documentation aside, I think this should probably be, you know, test
Sorry?
driven. So I'm thinking test driven. So I should probably do this.
Um, okay,
These
but
are
first
also
rename all
integration.
this stuff, please.
Okay. So maybe it'll be a catch error.
Yes, I think so. And we
So
shall have a catcher observer.
catch error server.
Oh, you didn't use rename? Or it
I
didn't
didn't
work?
because it's like associated with things all over the code base.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
Those that use rename know when not to use. Catch error observer. Let's search for map here. Just text search for map.
Yeah,
Catch error. Catch error. Oh boy. Catch error.
observer. You ate the observer. It was catcher observer on 129.
Uh-huh. Good call. Catch error observer.
Map observer on 137.
137. Well, it's an implementation, so I don't know that we're going to. But maybe yeah. Catch error server. Whatever. Tests. Okay. From here on, it's tests
Yeah,
and whatever
looks
the heck
good.
this is. Don't know what this is. Okay.
IP test.
Um. So local of local. Ow! Don't bite me. Ow! Sorry, an ant is biting me. Ow! Ow! They also sting, these ants. Local. What is it? Throw
To
error,
get
right? Throw.
scorpions.
Oh, we have elephant scorpion.
What?
Yeah, it's really big. Yeah, you should. I mean, you should see the scale, right? See for scale.
Uh,
I don't know what to make of all this nonsense.
yeah, it's
I
slop.
think it's called an elephant scorpion. Darn, what is all this nonsense?
Slop.
The big black scorpions we have in Chiang Mai. I think it's called an elephant scorpion. Ah.
Gork.
Asian forest scorpions. Maybe I was direct translating or something.
Their claws are
Asian,
so big.
10 to 20 centimeters.
Okay. Okay.
Is that okay for you? Asian forest scorpion. You get to see what my YouTube looks like. Oh, look, they're pets in other countries.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. You want one? I can get you.
Uh, I'm um I'm all right.
They're territorial, so I know like where to find individuals.
Really. In
Mhm.
the forest.
in my on my land. Right?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Don't don't go into that corner. There will be scorpions. Okay.
I'll send you a photo sometime. So
Oh, like the
throw.
worst stings I got were from hornets. I mean, they were pretty big, like
Well, and they can fly, so
5, 6 centimeters.
you can't
Stung
really
like
get.
a motherfucker, and I got stung by like 10 of them.
Yeah, that
Well,
they are way up. They are way higher on the heck no scale
then hornets.
than scorpions.
Oh, really? I thought,
I mean, they come in groups and they can fly. So
yes, that's true, but you don't die from this thing, right?
um, it very much depends on what stung you exactly and how
I
many.
mean, I think the biggest, I got stung by like 10. It hurt like really a lot.
Hmm.
There was a visit to the emergency department, mm, but I wouldn't say it's deadly unless you're allergic.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
those. So usually big scorpions, or and also true for big spiders, they're less dangerous to humans.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's actually it's pretty quite a safe criteria. If you see a big spider or a big scorpion,
hmm,
you're quite should be much less
right.
concerned.
Okay. Like that's not how it usually works, and it's not how it works with like Hymenoptera. That's the bees and stuff, bees, ants, um,
Hmm. Hmm.
hornets, wasps. Okay. What should we do? Test some stuff, or
Yeah, that test I started writing, um,
where was it? Here,
25.
maybe 25.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let observable equals local throw error. And I thought we would throw some, basically, like take that integration test and basically do something like, yeah, but maybe write some string that is more distinct, like some, some error value. Okay, catch error. We give it a closure that takes the original error as like error binding and returns a local of. Actually, we probably want to do not a single emit, maybe local from iter instead,
Why?
because like just to show that multiple emits are possible afterwards or something like that. And we can use an array here instead of a vec. And let's do a couple of format macro invocations because we want to
Mm-hmm.
show that we use the error, the original error. So
Mm-hmm. This good?
and then like instead of two, you and also this needs to be a string. And we don't have to use the error in the second one as well. We can just do something like, and format macro is, if you're not actually formatting, then we shouldn't use a format macro. You should do something like string from.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit long.
Um,
Should I,
yeah.
let's just put it here, format it.
Well, if you're going to do that, do it with the entire example when we're finished.
Oh, we're not done? Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
that's true.
You have to do the assertion.
Mm-hmm.
Let
Mm-hmm.
mute result equals none. I don't think it'll be none. I think it'll be vec, empty vec new.
Mm-hmm.
I think vec new is a bit more idiomatic because there are no members, so there's no need for a macro. Observable subscribe v. Now we do result push v.
Push.
Yeah. Result call push on result and push the v into the result. Now I wonder what I mean. This is okay. Let's see whether we have a borrow problem or not. Don't forget the string from. Yeah, change that instead of error to say something like after. I don't know if I would bother testing.
Hmm. Why?
Because nothing's ready here. It's like,
Okay.
okay. So what is this doc alias stuff? I think we
Hmm.
remove these.
Are you sure? I mean,
Yes, these are like, if you were looking for select, you probably mean map.
oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Maybe an
Got it.
alias can be catch, but that's about it, right?
Error.
Uh, there's not keywords, right? These are aliases.
Okay. Oh, sure.
It'll be a while before this stuff compiles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go.
Cry. Sharing. Share. Mm, should I try to format this stuff?
Sure.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do 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 do. Okay. Okay. So what is this? Do I have clone? Fine. Whatever. I don't know. Can we clone such a thing?
Um, yeah.
Why is map clone? I don't understand. Like who says that this is clone?
Oh, wait a second. Actually, map is not the one we should have started with. We should start with something like flat map.
Because it takes an observable. Because it
Mm-hmm.
expects
It
the
returns the function returns an observable.
flat map or switch map. I think switch map is actually more
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The switch map I think is maybe flat map is more simple.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you think we should do? Do you think we should just plop this all in?
Mm.
I mean, I can do that. I
Can
can
you show me the
I can
switch
take
map as well?
sh show you.
Yeah, switch map.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. Did you get a good look at this? I don't know.
Yeah, this one.
What do you want to say?
So this one has an inner sub and an outer completed. Hmm.
Because it's a switch map, you need to keep track of whether. No, I don't know what this is for. Switch map. How to complete it. This is the state.
Okay.
This is a complexity we don't have. We don't keep state. I don't think we keep any state in captcha at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's more like flat map then?
Mm, I think flat map surely has complexity that we don't like this concurrence because it subscribes to all of them at the same time. It keeps subscribing to more and more observables as
Oh,
they come.
oh, cause it goes to an observable. What's like map but returns the function returns an observable.
Switch map and flat map, and I'm not sure. But do we really? Do you? I mean, oops. Box it. Buffer. And concat.
What's map to?
Map 2.
Yeah.
It's like map where you don't need the incoming value.
Oh,
What's this? Re-emits. Oh, with a scheduler. Mm, start with takes values.
show me switch map.
Switch map.
Yeah. So here the f returns an out and out. Oh yeah, we don't see the types. Yeah, fuck it. Okay, continue.
There isn't quite that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So should we try to squeeze it in?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So I guess this is probably okay for now. So catch error has a source and a function, and that should be fine. If we need more stuff, we will add it. And we have capture
I don't
observer.
understand how the derive works.
Oh,
I just don't, you know? Because derive means that you have bounds for clone. There's no bounds here at all.
I
I
mean,
don't understand how it works. Like derive
it's
is not conditional. Derive says this will be derived, like not if possible.
uh, but doesn't it derive doesn't it derive a conditional trait? Or what? It's not conditional. It does. So this thing.
I mean, just do the expansion and see what you get.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, you should have a you should have some command there, not that.
not
You have
this.
not a code action, a command.
Come on, right.
You don't select it. Yes, like Rust expand macro, something like that. Yeah, yeah, that.
Mm,
Maybe the caret position is not quite right. You need to be on the clone, I think. On the clone. Yeah.
is it a Mac? It's a macro.
Yeah. Maybe
Well,
it doesn't work. I mean, because I don't know.
but this needs clone bounds on S and
Ex-
F, I guess.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's why I don't get
but
it.
yeah, that. But let's see. Derive macros. Okay, okay. Derive macros. Clone. But it's not derive.
Put your caret on the derive instead of clone and try the expand macro. Hold on. What is not available? What is that? It's a line that says not available?
Yeah.
I see. Okay, now I understand. Okay. Well, I don't know. How about we ignore this and it might
Yeah.
fail to compile at some point?
Okay. So I guess here we come to a point where we should change things, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Impl of O and F and item. An item. Yeah, surely the item goes into the observer because here we are observing on the original. Out. Oh, well, out.
Mhm. We don't have
Observer.
out anymore because it's the same as item, isn't it?
The, mm, yes. You're, well, no. Why would it be? I mean, the closure provides an entirely new observable, right?
Uh-huh.
So you might want to, like, you're free to just use catch error to change the observable type completely. That sounds like something you usually won't do and we won't do, but
No, you can't, because it might still emit the original thing.
no, it won't, because as soon
How?
as it errors, it's done.
As
Is
soon
that,
as it airs, but
yeah? Oh,
before
but
it does.
before it does, oh, you're right. Of course. Yeah. So we don't have item and out. We just have item.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's not quite. The function does not return item, but let's read on
Yeah,
for
yeah.
observer of item
This is a
and
context
error
of something, right?
for catch error observer of O. It observes an O, which is an observer of item and air. That's correct. And F. Okay. Now F is a function once, if I may.
Uh-huh. And it takes an error and
It takes
returns
an error.
some single item. Context observe
There is no context here.
no context. Mm-hmm. Then, but
I think we
then
need
how?
a new generic.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
this returns a
observable. A context observable something? No?
nothing that has to do with context.
Oh,
Are you
okay. So,
asking how to name this new generic?
oh, okay, okay. You're right.
That's, I think, the question here.
Okay, out, I guess.
Um, well, there may be precedents in like other operators for how do you name, like, maybe not. I don't quite. Oh, I know what would have such a thing. Of. It's not an operator, it's a factory. Yeah, that one. Of T. Observer. This does not observe. So there is no implementation of observer for this, but observable. It's observer of T. So there is no really, that's not a good example.
Uh-huh.
It's not a function that returns observable. Okay, let's just come up with something. And if, they tell us better, then we change it.
Uh,
Is this the right file? This is flatmap.
yeah. I'm looking for observer. Nope. Switch map? Switch map outer observer. Okay, let's just come up with something. Uh, I think it's an inner, no? Anyway, back to catcher. Come up with what? Oh, out?
Hmm. The only like thing I'm coming up with is caught. or the replacement.
Out is fine.
Okay, fine,
Mhm.
out. But we need a bound on out,
Um,
and we need to declare out. Oh, we have declared out, but we do need a
yeah,
bound
in
on
that
out.
case, we don't need, like, it needs to be a letter, no? Rather than a word, if it's generic. Or
No,
does it?
fine.
No,
It's the
okay.
same.
So it's a context?
Again with context. Forget about
No,
context. There's no context here, right?
it's not context. Okay, so just an observable.
Maybe it's a core observable.
Uh, on sub item air.
It-
And O is an observer.
Or maybe it's observable type. Core observable is where context takes place, right? And here there's no we wouldn't have a context to give it here, right?
Mhm.
So maybe it's observable type, not core observable type, plus observable type. That
The
that seems
item,
more reasonable.
the item is
Item.
item, and the air is
Some new error.
uh, okay. Well,
This may be progress.
maybe.
Shared. Wait a minute. Why is this here? Out air. Item out. I think we should flip between these. Item air, out, and out air. Okay. What did we do here? Takes 0? Traits take 0? What? They have associated types instead, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's item equals item and air equals air, out air.
Uh, associated types are like
Maybe
in
it's not equal. Maybe it's,
implicit trait found. Implicit trait
what are you talking about?
arguments. I'm just thinking about yeah, what associated types work. Okay. Expected one lifetime argument. You still need a lifetime argument for,
I'm
yeah.
not sure that this is correct syntax though. Not sure what I'm doing here.
Mm-hmm.
Observable type. Type item of lifetime and type air.
Mm-hmm.
Where self is of that lifetime. Yeah. A. Or maybe like item of A. I don't know. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. You need it on the input.
Is
Uh-huh.
this
And
it?
now we need for in the beginning we need alt colon and for a for angle bracket apostrophe a.
Where do you
Uh,
think that is?
line 54 alt colon colon and after the colon
No.
for a.
Oh, no, no, I don't think there's such a thing. Do you think there's
Hmm.
such a thing? Yeah?
Yeah, and remove it from the second one. Yeah. Extract expected trait.
But it's not the correct syntax. This the correct syntax,
Mhm.
right? Is
Mhm. Hmm.
that better?
Yeah, but unfortunately, unfortunately, we have an error on line 50.
Parameter
Parameter
type
type
out.
out may not leave long enough.
Don't you think it should be declared here
Maybe.
instead of here? And this what out?
Um, I think not because observable type needs the I or can you show me observable type definition, please? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. The observable type also
Self
needs
is
that. Yeah.
self.
Yeah.
Self. So doesn't that like for map, was it like just implicit? I mean, because this doesn't have lifetime, but now it needs to? How does it work for, is this what we need to do?
Mm,
And what is the meaning of this? That the item must outlive the self? Item and self?
doesn't this mean they have to have the same lifetime? Is it outlive or the same? Sorry, I need a quick break.
Mm-hmm, sure. I'll be right back. I'm back. You're not, obviously.
I'm back.
Oh, sorry for all these interruptions today. But this is forced breaks. We need breaks sometimes in any case, especially since this is somewhat
Bio
challenging.
breaks. Bloop, bloop.
I've rotated. Good. I'm not sure what the correct terms are, but yes, you're right that well, when it's a function, then what does it mean that the parameter, the lifetime of the parameter must outlive the outgoing lifetime? That's what it means, I think. But in this case, I don't even know that I've seen such a bound. It's like the associated type. Can you show me that trait again? Type item. Do you think that where belongs to item?
Yes, because there's no semi.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. So the A is declared on item, and then the bound is placed on self, that self must outlive the item, which makes sense, right? An observable an observable that emits references must outlive those references, right?
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You cannot drop the observable while you have references that it emits, right?
Okay.
So the question is, how do we play with? Oh, so this is a relationship between the implementor and the item. Basically, we have to like simply declare the same thing. But my question is, why doesn't map need to do this? Can we like take a look at map again
Uh, sure.
and its implementation of observable type? Okay. So there is a lifetime here. In fact, this is declared. But we are not at, we are not implementing observable type. We are implementing observer, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's go back to ours.
Just can we take a quick look at how switch map and flat map functions are declared?
Sure.
Let's check switch map first. Switch map
It's
implements
implementation of observer.
observer. It's not observer.
There is no observer here.
No.
That's strange. What I think they probably share. Okay, I know why this is. It's because it returns a merge all, and observer is implemented from merge all. Line 44,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for example,
Mm-hmm.
has this merge all, which is not the case for switch map. If you want to see something that is like more self-contained,
Okay.
here there will probably be observer, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for implementation of observer.
Here we go.
Okay.
Out is a context. Out's a context.
Yeah, but the only place that out is a context. Context is it's literally it's bound by context. What is out? Is the out is the thing that is returned by the FNMU. So I
Yeah.
think we named it correctly.
Yeah. We did. But we need this. Yeah.
And the function does f is declared with this for notation. But
Yes.
notice it's omitted. I think it's just implicit.
The out lifetime here.
Yeah, both of them are probably just implicit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Which does not explain why.
This looks like well, we need this at least for sure.
So let's start with adopting this for our function and maybe give us side by side or something like that.
Meh. Side by side, right?
Remove the impl lifetime A.
Lifetime A, scope
What is
O.
scope? What do you think scope is?
It's needed for this context.
Interesting.
Imports, creates. Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think we can remove the config not nightly because that was relevant for map in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can
Yeah.
remove the other one
Yeah.
where that it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Need an inner os.
What is scope? Scope defines environment capabilities. Local is shared as a type level marker. Oh, I don't know what that is.
um, it's so it's like a shared or a local, but it doesn't carry the inner. So it's one of two types that have no arguments.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not. I mean, it doesn't
Maybe
have
not.
any. It's just types. Look, it's all just types.
It's just there's they're unit structs.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So it has all these types, but you can let's see what you can do. First off, you can
You can
I don't know what
extract
you can do
types
with
from
it.
them.
Yeah, you can extract the
You can use
types.
their types.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever.
Mob.
Sharing. Shared. Starting. Started.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have
So
scope.
one thing I noticed is that SwitchMap implements this um,
Want to see switch map?
not for not for the catch error observer, but for SwitchMap state. There's no observer. There's the state.
Yeah, but the state contains an observer, so
Oh
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it's
yeah. And we don't
equivalent.
need the outer completed and inner sub because we're just gonna replace the
Yep.
one with the other um, when an error comes.
Yes. Basically, this field, right, will be replaced, will be
Yeah.
mutated.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's not true that only a field will be mutated.
Yeah.
We need to keep like both. Hmm. Maybe we need like two. We need some sort of state, right? We need to. We need some sort of state because we need to like keep track of whether the error occurred or not,
Mm-hmm.
right? Whether we keep using observing on the original or we start observing on the replacement.
Yeah. Sounds correct.
But um, that state can be as simple as replacing the single observer that we have, right? Observable observable that we have, or the single observer.
We have an
It's just a
observer.
replacement because they are of the same type, right?
Mm,
Well, it's not the same type as the replacement.
they're not exactly the same type because now it's infallible, right?
It does not necessarily infallible. It's just a different
It
observable. So
a-
item and
I
error
think
are the
I
sorry,
think
item is the same, but error is
oh
arbitrarily.
yeah. Right, right, 'cause it could be anything. Okay. All right. Let's give it an inner do we need this inner observable?
I don't an inner observable. Oh, you mean
Observer of I'm looking at
this
54.
thing?
Yeah.
I'm going to remove. Sorry, I'm going to remove this and and that, right?
Okay.
And maybe I don't know this. What is O? I'm not following.
Uh E.
Is that the original observer? No, it's not. It's not.
Mm,
It it, it is the original. Is that not the original? Because catch error observer of O. I think we need to figure out what the generics here are, right?
yeah. Good idea. Mm,
And if an observer contains an observer, right? Then this observer catch error will contain an observer O, which must be the original, right? Like it must maintain the original for some time. So like we can't change that, right?
right.
Um, but I think O is not granular enough, right? Like we need T and um like or original air, right? And like maybe air and I don't know. I want to be explicit so that we never have a question of what is what,
Mm-hmm.
right? And out air, something like this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And there's an F, and um, but now we have to introduce. If we do this, we must introduce bounds here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I
Because
think
it's not
there's a
just an
reason
O. Oh,
rxRust
maybe
doesn't do that.
right.
It
There
looks like they
is.
put the bounds on the observer implementation, not
Okay.
the struct.
Okay. So we don't do this, but we do have at least one more, right? Observer, the original observer, and like the no. It stores only. I think that it stores. Stores. It would store. Hmm. Perhaps it would help us to start from a different end, like implementing the observable before we try to implement the observer.
Okay, okay. But I think you're right about this.
At least that this needs a change.
Mm-hmm.
No, this. I don't think it's really an additional state struct. I don't think so.
But there's the bull here.
I don't think there's a bool.
No?
No, because there we have a function that lets us call it and obtain the new observer, and it's a function once. So, like if we call it, we consume it. So maybe the func should be a sum of f. Does that make sense?
Uh,
And maybe the observer should be like an enum. That's our state. Actually, the whole thing is an enum. It's not a struct. The whole thing is an enum because it has two possible states. One in which we have the original observer and a function,
uh-huh.
and another where we only have the new observer. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How to write.
Um, you need the block first. One variant is what do you call this state where there was no error yet? How about no error yet? It, this is Pascal case. And no error yet would have two fields, which is probably named fields. Observer, which is O, and func, which is F, and another which like caught. How about caught? Yeah, error caught. And now the observer is a different observer.
Is it a different observer?
Well, the
Type has to be the same.
what is such a struct, like in an observer chain? An observer's implementation. Can we look at the map?
Can we look at the map? Yes.
In the map observer, it has an O and a func. In its implementation of observer, the O is passed into the struct, so it's the observer.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be this thing because this is an observer of an inner observer. And this is just a regular observer of out and air.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
The O the O is an observer of out and air in the bound of the implementation of observer. And we are transforming an observable from one of T and air A to another of T and air B. And we do this when what happens when a subscription occurs? First,
This?
our observer subscribes to the inner observer, right?
Yeah.
And at some point, if there's an error, we drop that observer, that inner observer, and start using a different observer.
Yeah.
Which means that basically the type, the original error type is basically dropped. It does not show up in the implementation of observer. The original error type is not included in the implementation of observer. Does that make sense?
That's true. Why is it not possible to write up the context? But do I need a context here? And this is this is not correct. It's item here. And we have to tie these two together, out and inner ops. So inner ops needs to mention item somehow.
Well,
You get what I'm saying?
let's look at the F.
The F. Yeah, the
Yes,
F returns an out,
it
which
doesn't.
is a context of an inner.
It also does not take an item, and it's not fn mute. It's fn once
Right?
that takes the original error.
True. Yes.
And if you're thinking, think out loud. If you're listening, listen.
this out needs to mention this item and this out error.
The
So
this
somehow
out.
we need
What
an
is out?
inner ops.
Oh, out is the context of inner. So context has inner and scope. Those are the two.
Yeah, but inner somehow needs to mention both this one and I guess this one.
Okay. So inner observer in this case, the out. What is the inner of the out?
Uh,
This is a type,
it's
right?
this,
So
but with this.
you mean core observable of? I'm not quite.
Yeah, this one. Core observable out with
I
catch
see.
error.
Okay. Can you not point at it because I don't see all of
Sorry,
it?
catch error observer.
So
So we need, yeah, that's what I think it is. This, but with this, but also need an observer. Where's the
uh,
observer? Hey, yeah, okay.
sharing, shared. Um, where was? Are we were we here? Yes, we were here in the inner,
Yeah.
right? Think out loud, please.
So, out is the name of the return type of the function, and it's a context, and it somehow has to mention uh, the item type and the error
I'll
out error
bring us
type.
to the equivalent, right?
Yeah,
Observer. Where is it? Yeah, until observer, server.
except switch map has both an inner observer and an outer observer, which we probably don't.
No, we don't. We definitely don't. Here, this is observer, right?
Yeah,
And this is what we're talking about. This inner observer, observable, is
observable. Yeah,
observable here. I think we need that, right? Like we need that thing. We need that such a generic
which one?
inner observable.
Yeah, we do. Correct.
Oh, but that's only because I mean it's named inner only because there's an outer, right?
Yeah, yeah, we'll fix that. We'll fix that when we get there.
But in our context, isn't that just out, or it's not? Is it, or is maybe
Um,
it's O? Maybe it's just O. And why is this state here? Catch error, catch error. I think, yeah, because it's right above here.
no, it's for the for the observer. We need to implement this for the observer. Not for catch error. Catch error is the operator, and we need a separate catch error observer type.
So why is this like so this way?
Yeah, yeah. Let's see switch maps.
Well, we don't have such a thing.
Yeah, we don't. Can
What do
you
you
show me
mean?
switch map outer observer definition? Mm-hmm. State of the function. And the state is, yeah, so our thing should be named observer, not state, I guess, and then it's fine.
But why how come we don't where's the map? I'm going to map to see what is implemented, observer implemented for what here? For map observer. Why don't
Yeah,
we have catch error? Because we
I
changed it to
renamed
something
it
else.
to state, but it should be observer.
This?
Yeah, rename
Okay,
it to catch error observer. There you go. One and done.
got it. But these are not the same type. Not O and O, which is
Yeah,
confusing.
I mean,
Definitely not the same type.
no, because the errors are different.
Yes, the errors can be different. So it's like before and after,
Nah, but the, yeah, okay,
original and caught this way.
okay,
Maybe this can be just caught
okay. Catching,
or trying,
yeah,
like
catching.
try catch. Catching is fine.
Try, like catch is fine. Yeah,
Catching, caught,
trying.
yeah. Catching is good.
No, because when it says catching, you think there's already a thing, but no, there's
Okay, I agree. Trying. It's a clear reference to try catch, right?
not. Yep.
Okay, so this seems correct for now.
Okay.
We can come back to this out. We have to use these, right? Now we know that we need these two observable types, right? This original and
Yeah.
caught, right?
Yeah, but it has three. Oh, as I was saying, we need C.
Original, caught, and but C stands frequently for context.
Uh, uh,
Maybe we can do something like maybe we can do substitute like orig and subst.
observable trying, observable caught. Observer. Observer.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Can we like not have a terminal? I want more. Or like close the files thingy. Yeah. Impl. That's nice.
Nah, too big.
So we have a scope. We have an O.
Uh, oh, the. Let's do an OC. Inar is an OC. Or is that an observable? What is this? Just move it? No.
But if we look at switch map,
Yeah?
where is the equivalent switch map?
Uh,
Observer for whatever, for outer. Yeah. So there's an out, which is a context where inner is inner observable. Okay. Inner observable is a core observable. I think, quite clear to me
yeah,
that,
yeah,
we need to do something similar, right? I don't know
yes.
that we need an additional bound, like a generic, but it needs to
Mhm.
be in a core observable. And a core observable has an out, um, has two parameters. Out with that, yeah, that makes sense. Catch error, that seems to,
Uh,
okay. It's like O, T, O, C, and F. And the second type parameter is an, I actually don't know what I'm reading there. What is colon? What the heck is colon?
what?
What is colon? What is unsub colon? What the heck does that mean? What
Uh,
does the colon stand for?
uh,
Point at unsub.
it's an associated type of
Of core.
core observable.
Is it
N- no, no.
pub type?
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm. It's the only associated type. Okay. So there's a type parameter and there's associated type. We have declared the type parameter, now the associated type. And that's with colon. Okay, unsub. No, it does not need to be box. There's no box involved. I think in switch map box is because you need like type erasure. There will be no box in this case.
Uh, uh,
Here's a question. What's the case for map? What does map have for this? There's no equivalence?
No, because map doesn't have an inner observable.
So
uh,
can we take
Sorry, an
the
outer.
unsub of the wait, but we have two. Oh, so the unsub can change, right?
Okay.
The unsub can change. It's either the unsub of the trying or the
It's
unsub of the
second.
caught, right?
It's the unsub of the second one.
No, it's either, right?
Either. You sure?
What is the second? I like
Of this one.
internally inside the no, this is the implementation of observer. So like we need, it kind of feels like a box now to me, because there is a trying and there's a caught,
Mm-hmm.
and they're different observers. Okay.
Okay.
How's your formatting going?
Not really. Mm.
That's why.
Mm.
Where is the unexpected token?
Here, but
Is
it's
your cargo
because
clippy just keep spinning forever? Oh,
no
okay.
stops usually. Uh,
Fix that.
Out catcher observer error. We need another one here. This closes the with. Now, I need another one. No, that's it. Ooh, why do we have the scope equals SC? We don't need that. Huh?
Remove one closing. Yeah.
Hmm. 1, 2, 3. No. Context needs.
3.
Oh, there.
Mhm.
Is it
And what's
not
up with the
correct?
formatting, really?
It's still not correct.
Why don't I
So
see
this,
the syntax error somewhere?
it's because it shows the error here because
Ah, I see.
so 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1. Uh,
We need to get to 0 again. Oh, that's better.
okay, rotate.
Shared.
Okay. Why, why, what are the errors?
This is not constrained. This is not constrained. Um, this is not correct syntax. I think it's like there's no inner equals. What is context? This is inner colon. Okay, and there is no associated type unsub for context.
Hmm. Where'd I get that from?
Um, maybe it's core observable. It's like this is needs to go like here instead.
Yes. Okay.
And now it's not constrained and not constrained.
Uh, why? We say SC is scope.
uh, that's right. Let's see. It's not constrained by the impl trait, self-type, or predicate. It's mentioned here and there. I mean, it's constrained by predicate. What's a predicate? Is this a predicate?
No, that's
It's a where clause.
the
What's
for um
impl trait? It is constrained. Say what's for doing here? Let's remove that. I don't get it. Sorry, what's for
no,
here?
sorry, not for.
Oh, this is impl
The
for. Sorry.
predicates are the things in the where, I think.
I thought there were trait maybe where constraints I call them. Yeah.
Constraints, yeah.
I mean, I don't think predicate. Yeah, the word
What are
predicate is not here.
predicates?
Sure, but this is not constraint. Let's look at this then, because maybe it's affecting each other.
Okay.
Out air is over here. I don't see how it's constant. Well, this is not constraint. But who said that we wanted constraint? Like, what's the problem here?
Mm,
Yeah,
that if you remove it,
observer doesn't need them constrained. Right?
yeah,
This
you
is
can remove it because it's already included in OC. Like,
remove what?
you can remove out air from the implementation bounds, uh, implementation parameters, or yeah, you can
You
just
mean
remove
here?
that. Yeah.
I don't understand
Hmm.
how
Now, hmm,
we need a type here.
yeah,
Oh, sorry. I know what it means, right? I think, like, so where's the here out there? This needs to be used in here, right?
yes,
But it is used. Out air is used in OC, and OC is here.
yes. Uh,
So I don't know what this is about.
Maybe you need to remove OC from the implementation arguments because we create that from item and out error.
You can't use it if you don't declare it in the scope.
Yeah, you declare it in the where. It's fine.
No, there's no such thing.
No, you
It'll
can't
just
use it.
say I
Oh,
don't know what you mean.
okay.
Cannot find.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
Didn't mean to do that. Here.
How do we constrain it?
Trait self-type or predicate unconstrained type parameter. What are you talking about? Does this by any chance have to do with the implementation here?
Oh, I mean, it could.
Like the fact that there is no field observer. This is an enum, right?
Yes.
So maybe we can start like implementing, right? Like
Yes.
match, right? Self, give me the arms, right? So this is like observer, right? Observer next. We need to just forward the next to like observer next in this case, something like that.
Yeah. V. That's V.
But we need an inner observer that like wraps this thing because right? I don't know.
What?
Next, I don't know
Yeah,
because what do
it's
we do
V.
here?
The
We
parameter. It's V, not value.
uh next, yeah. What are we supposed to do there in next? What is the logic? Like where is the actual catching logic? It's in error, right?
Yeah.
So that's trivial. So let's remove line 75. And in error, we need to like, I don't know, mutate self. We cannot mutate self. Something is strange here, right?
Mm-hmm.
It consumes self, and that's it. We don't get error does not return.
Uh, doesn't return?
Error, this function, this method, this trait method returns unit. So how do you use this trait method to like to mutate self instead?
How do you know it returns unit?
Because I look at the signature. There is no
When?
return type.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's bad.
It means that we need an intermediate observer.
Yeah. And is that an inner and an outer observer?
An inner and an outer observer.
Like flat map and switch map?
The thing that immediately comes to mind here is a subject.
That's subject.
Because a subject can be cloned and then be used both as an observer and an observable. Like you can you can push to it using next.
Okay.
So I think we kind of starting this from the wrong end, from the more difficult end. Like if we already knew more, it would be easier
Okay.
to implement
Okay.
here. But I think we should probably implement observable type.
This is fn once,
Yes,
and it takes an error.
that's right.
Uh, a yes. No. Observable type has an item and error.
It seems that air does not have
A lifetime.
generic.
Okay. Okay. But out is a
I think
is
we
an
call it COC or something like that, like for
yeah.
O.
Okay.
Change the declaration for that generic.
Mm-hmm. Type item of A. Uh,
The item is OC item, is S item.
O T. No,
OT
it's
item.
item of OT, but
They're the same.
OT is an observer of item.
They're, the yeah.
We
What's
need the
the
item itself.
you can use the associated if if S if S is an observable type, then you can get the item from it, right?
Ah, okay. Wow.
Well, in order
Mm.
for it to have item, it needs to be an observable type. Now, currently, it's not constrained.
Mm-hmm.
But we already have an S. So what is S? Do in this case, do we also have OT and OC?
Error catch error S is the source.
So let's go to that type catch error and see what we think that should have, or is that like going to the wrong end?
No, there should be.
Obviously,
Yeah,
source is
this is enough
not,
because you call it this. These are the arguments to the catch error function.
but you cannot grab the return type from an F. It's
No.
not an associated type.
Well, it becomes one because this is once we implement once we implement observable type, this S will be constrained to uh, do whatever we write here. So we don't need OD here because we have an S and we take S item. And because it's an observable type,
Mm-hmm.
it has associated item.
Mm-hmm.
Problem? Missing argument, of course. Here we go.
Well, what's OT? What does OT
Uh,
play here?
oh,
I don't.
sorry, it
OC is
doesn't.
already declared.
Yes, S is C is an observable type. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that's it.
So observable type does not have logic. It's just a marker trait or
Yeah, it's just for the types, I think. Yeah.
marker trait. Is that what it's
Well,
called?
there's the
They call it
generic
a type
forms and
trait. Look, it says
types.
the public type trait purely exposes the types.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a type trait. Fine by me. So now we go to the core observable. Um, hmm, um,
Some mob.
do you think we made good progress? I'm happy with any progress I'm making this because I want to be able to solve such problems, right? To understand such code bases.
Yeah, I was a big fan of reactive programming for a while,
Mm-hmm.
but then I realized how fucking complicated it is, and that we can do the same thing with functions and types and matches and yeah, um, gave up on it. I implemented a small reactive programming thingy in I think it was CoffeeScript, and then I realized how simple it actually is, and decided I don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
How simple the idea is, but when you have to deal with lifetimes and traits, it's not simple anymore.
Mm-hmm.
This is way easier to implement in dynamic languages.
Mm-hmm. And the result,
Of of
implementing it in the dynamic language. Is that
I
like
mean, I don't. It it works, I
not enough
guess, but it's
experience
the
to
same
say?
thing as um
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck was it? Like it's not really future, not the futures in JavaScript can be cancelled, I
Promises?
think. Promises, right? Yeah, promises or There
Everything
was
word.
another abstraction, some kind of signal, something. It's all the same idea, just slightly different APIs, and come with a bunch of problems. But yeah, you can get away not writing like 76 uh, match branches. Um, is it your turn?
Clock's ticking.
Clock's ticking.
I'm on the helm.
Yeah, let's let's get some more done. Mm,
This
so
is core
we wrote,
observable for catch error SNF.
yeah, fix that those arguments because oh no, actually catcher has S in it. That's correct. Okay. And S is a core observable C with catcher observer. Yeah, fix the arguments there.
This takes 3 now.
Yeah, OT, OC, and F.
Observable trying. Observable caught. And well, currently we're using C inner.
Mhm.
Is it just C inner twice? Or do we have 2 contexts now?
Mm,
I think we have 2 contexts.
yeah, okay.
So does
We
that
have
mean we
C.
do something like C, T, C, C,
Mm-hmm.
T, C, C, T, C,
Mm-hmm.
C? What is S now? S is
S.
what goes into catch error.
Yeah.
And catch error is what is returned from the operator. So what makes us think that we can get away with having 2 parameters here? Well,
Well, because the function return type encodes the output um observer type, and that is further restricted in
okay.
observable type implementation.
Sorry. Okay. So you mean here?
Yeah, F returns an OC, and OC is
Okay.
an
That's right.
observable type.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mhm.
And the implementation of, so which one goes here? The caught one, right?
Yeah,
The caught one.
yeah.
Now it will tell us that this is not constrained by the impl trait, self-type, or predicates.
Hmm. Line 107. Okay. Last round, okay?
No, actually, I was informed that dinner is ready, so
Oh, so you have to go now.
yes.
Okay, well, great. We did the thing.
we started doing a thing that we really want to do. I really want
Hmm.
to do. It's the wrong camera. You can see my knee. What is this? Now everyone will know that I wear shorts. Why can't I change camera?
In the summertime, in the tropics, subtropics, I guess.
I'm not sure where is warmer right now.
Mm.
Yeah, it's this is one of these things where it's so complex that I'm like, will I be able to figure this out? How long will it take me to figure this out? How much help will I need to figure this out? But I'm up for it. So I just keep doing it.
Okay. All right then. Thanks for the sesh. See you next week.
Awesome work, Marton. That's me. Don't close anything. If you are also up for such complex things, and maybe you think you're like would would you be able to help us because this does not look very challenging to you, then please join us. There are
No, it's
seats
hard.
open.
It's hard.
There are brilliant people out there who are both smart and experienced in such things, and for them it might be much easier. I
Yeah.
always acknowledge that there are people way smarter and more experienced than I am, and when they are 18, it really bothers me.
Like, what was I doing when I was 8? I was in diapers.
Don't get me started.
Right.
So message me. Until
All right.
then, be well.
Yeah, you too. Enjoy your week.